Hello again, folks. Matt with Eddie's Guitars coming to you as always from St. Louis, Missouri. And I could not possibly be more excited about the guitar I have to share with you folks today. Just a quick backstory on how this particular guitar came to be. I guess it was last year in September, so September 2017. I had the pleasure of joining James from Bourgeois Guitars, going down to the Walnut Valley Bluegrass Music Festival that's held every year in Winfield, Kansas. And of course, after hours, after the festival was finished for the day, we would hang out and chat all kinds of guitar related stuff. And we got on the topic of the Bourgeois L-DBO White Rabbit, which if you haven't seen that, you need to look that guitar up. It's an all kind of whitewashed L-DBO style guitar, very unique. The likes of the Dixie Chicks have played them, as well as many other prominent artists who are looking for a very unique guitar. Anyway, we were bouncing around some ideas, and I said, what if we did something based on a White Rabbit, but something a little bit more natural looking, a little bit more organic looking? And that was quite literally the tip of the iceberg that got us going on this trip, having this guitar built. But after a lot of consideration, a lot of deliberation on different specifications, materials, this very, very special guitar was born. And this is referred to as the L-DBO Golden Rabbit. Essentially, it's a fully torified L-DBO with a lot of, again, one-off specifications, making it not only a very unique and special guitar, but truly an incredible sounding guitar. The L-DBO is a 14 fret body. You can kind of see its slope shoulder design here. The body is actually based on the classic Gibson L-00. So this is a short scale, 25-inch scale length is considered the short scale for Bourgeois. So very comfortable guitar to play. And just some incredible woods were chosen for this guitar. Both myself, James, Dana, and a number of other folks at Bourgeois really bounced around a lot of great ideas that landed on this particular guitar. You can see that the top that they started with is a age-tone Adirondack Spruce top. This is just an incredible example, very, very clean, very straight grain top here, just a nice golden glow to it, hence the name, of course. You can see that the body, the neck, and the headstock are all bound in Brazilian rosewood. There's also a Brazilian rosewood rosette going right around the sound hole as well. And this pickguard is pretty cool. This was actually custom made by Dana. It's not something they typically offer, but it's kind of the rose petal style. But you can see that rather than the typical tortoise shell, it's almost kind of a fire stripe kind of design in that pickguard. So very unique as well, just a nice touch. Back and sides of this guitar are a very deeply figured set of torified maple. Just a wonderful looking back set. The back strip on the guitar is Brazilian rosewood that's framed in thinner strips of maple. And if you look really closely at the very top and the very bottom of the body, you can see that the binding of the guitar is actually mitered in to the back strip itself. It's a small detail, but a very, very cool detail for sure. The back of the neck, of course, is fully torified maple as well that has a ton of curl to its figure, just really nicely matching the back and sides of the guitar. The fingerboard you can see is absolutely unbelievable. It's a gold mother of pearl presentation inlay, and you can see that floral inlay pattern going all the way down the fingerboard. That's actually done in Brazilian rosewood to match the binding, the rosette, the heel cap, the bottom wedge down here. Just an incredible detail there in the entire fingerboard. That was actually James' idea, to inlay the Brazilian rosewood into that gold mother of pearl, and I'm so glad he suggested it. It turned out better than I could have imagined. All the way up on the headstock, you can see a matching Brazilian rosewood veneer. Those are diamond and arrows inlays right in the center of the headstock. Then, of course, the mother of pearl Bourgeois logo all the way up top. And kind of topped off with gold Waverly tuning machines that have the ebony buttons on there. And if you look closely, it's kind of hard to see, but it's a Brazilian rosewood fingerboard underneath the mother of pearl blocks. Also have a matching Brazilian rosewood bridge that have the gold mother of pearl blocks that are again inlaid with the Brazilian rosewood fleur-de-lis inlays in those blocks. So a tremendous amount of detail and a rather petite sized guitar, I've got to say. Everywhere you look, there's something really pleasing to the eye. Inside the guitar is the fully torrefied Adirondack braces, which also includes the torrefied maple bridge plate, all animal protein glue used in the construction of the guitar as well. This thing is extremely light considering it's a maple back and side guitar. You can tell it's, torrefying that maple takes a lot of the weight out of it, which is nice. And it kind of gives it a little bit woodier sound that is just incredibly responsive to the touch. So it's a wonderfully responsive guitar, even at its infantile stages here, that I think will really grow into an incredible, even more incredible sounding guitar than it currently is. So we will gladly take a listen to this beauty now.